What's up, guys? It's Harley here, bringing you some not Madden, but MLB Diamond Dynasty gameplay. I haven't played this since really Madden came out, and yeah, you guys might not know, but I actually have a pretty good team. I'll show you guys right now. Got Tim Lincecum, Jacob DeGrom, Luis Severino, Sonny Gray, Masahiro Tanaka. Pretty good. Um, Not gonna complain. My lineup is Charlie Blackman, Manny Machado, my creative guy, Aaron Judge, Robinson Cano, Giancarlo, Anthony Rizzo, Gary Sanchez. In my bench, I have a diamond off the bench, two diamonds off the bench. Uh, Bullpen, Greg Holland, Dylan Betances, which I did not know he got I guess, demotion. First card, Felipe Rivero, David Robertson, Wade Davis, Craig Kimbrell, and Andrew Miller. I don't know why I could have sworn that I had Earl Chapman, but I guess not. Whatever. Curious to why they gave Dylan Betances a freaking 87 overall card. Doesn't make much sense. Let's look at that. '59 innings pitched, 100 strikeouts, 2.97 ERA, 87 overall. Cool. But like I said, I guess if you guys didn't know, I have a pretty good squad. I like to play. Haven't played in so long, so long. I don't even know what cards they have. Uh, to be honest, head to head, I'd probably get creamed right now. I don't even know. I could play head to head, I guess. I'm probably gonna get creamed though, but this is for you guys, so yeah, I was like a big, hold on, big Diamond Dynasty guy. Played a lot into this. I just stopped playing. I have 3,000 tickets. I don't even think I have anybody I could even get. Look at that. I don't even know how to get to that. I can get like one. Like, who wants any of these guys? I get that Gary Sanchez though, but I have to get to like. It was just so hard to get here that it wasn't even worth it. I don't know who that is. Eric Fed, John Lester. Carlos Beltran card, probably a freaking animal. Uh, but pretty much, guys, like like I said, I haven't played in a while. Not that good. Well, I used to be pretty good, but I'm not that good. I play at Yankee Stadium because I'm a Yankee fan, big Yankee fan. If you couldn't tell by my team, try to get some gameplay here. Take some time and talk about some baseball. I really love baseball. Probably my favorite sport. Football's getting there. I like football a lot, but baseball, is that's my sport. Every year, I play in a six-man league with my best friends, my really good friends, and we just go to town on like playing and stuff. It's fun stuff, Okay, we got a game. See what we can get. I wish they could tell you who you verse. Not who you verse, but if you're versing a lefty or a righty. I'd like to know that. Look at that. Guy got a squad. 85 Didi Gregorius. Wow. It's actually really cool. Jacob DeGrom versus CC Sabathia. Let's see. I haven't played this in so long. Hitting is so hard in this game sometimes too. Oh, good pitch. So like I said, like take some time to talk some baseball. The Yankees, their season ended abruptly. Game 7 ALCS. I was really mad. I was hoping they would freaking squeak out a win in Houston, but they couldn't. So they don't deserve to make it to the World Series. And then Brian Cashman, um, Joe Girardi is fired. Essentially, not fired, but I guess they just don't want to re-sign him. Well, no, I guess he did let go. I don't think he was a free agent. He was let go, fired basically, and it kind of came quick, and nobody understood really why. I mean, I personally think he shouldn't have got fired. I know he made a questionable decision in the Indian series, but realistically, who doesn't? They still won the series. I don't think he should have got fired for it. Everybody likes him there. So, well, I can't say everybody, but most seems like everybody likes him in New York. Actually, seen a thing today. Carlos Beltran's getting interviewed as Yankees manager tomorrow, I think it is. So maybe they'll sign him. I don't know, but I think Joe Girardi. I mean, realistically, he'll probably get picked up soon. He's a good manager, in my opinion. Really good manager. To dismay of others, he might not be. He's a little conservative, people say, but still, I like him a lot. He's a good guy. Seems like it. But it's time to move on, I guess. I don't know. And then what else? Japanese star Shoei Ohtani is getting posted this week, hopefully Friday. And I hope the Yankees sign him. I mean, they haven't brought CC Sabathia back, right? I mean, they have a rotation spot open for him on the roster. They said they're open to letting him DH, and they have a lot of signing bonus for international free agents, I guess. So right there, I think in end, Yankees have a long, I don't say long history, but a good history of having Japanese, Asian stars, I guess you could say, coming to them and playing, and it's a good culture to be around. They have Masahiro Tanaka already, who in his own right was a star. Ichiro played for them. He's a freaking one of the most famous people in Japan. They had Hiroki Kuroda, who is an animal too, you know. So we'll just have to wait and see. And I know the Dodgers are another team that he could go to, and they have a long line of. Oh, look at that play! A long line of Asian, Japanese like tradition, I guess. When they're in LA and California, there's a lot of Japanese culture there. because it's not too far. I mean, it's far from Japan, but it's a lot closer. It's probably one of the closest. I mean, it is the closest part of the United States that is to Japan, and a lot of Asians live in California. And you got what's his name, the pitcher on the Dodgers. I forget his name. Honestly, he hasn't been that good, so that's why I haven't remembered his name. I gotta think of it as I strike him out. You'll notice that though. I haven't lost a step pitching, but hitting, GG. What is his name? I know they had Hideo Nomo. Not him. Not it's not him. I know that, and they had Hiroki Kuroda as well. Two very well prominent Japanese pitchers. And then this guy they have right now, I'm just blanking on his name. It's ridiculous. Try to trade for him this year so many times for low. Trying to at least. Yeah, I can't hit for my life in here. It's gonna be a very boring game, guys. What's his name? Kenta Maeda. Kenta Maeda, who was actually really good in Japan. Um, hasn't been that good in the majors yet. First year had a solid year. This year, not so good, but that's fine. Um, see how that goes. But they do have him. That helps. You feel more at home when you have people of your own ethnicity. Uh, it makes you feel more comfortable. And then I guess the Rangers could be one. Whoever, because you do have, and it's true. I mean, you do have. They had Yu Darvish, and supposedly Yu Darvish is like, I can't even say his name. I don't even remember. It's like Shohei Ohtani, or whatever. I'm just gonna call him Show. It shows like idol. I read that in the article too. So we'll see. I'm really excited for next year. Yankees look real good. Really, really solid rotation. Severino really came into his own this year. Finished third in Cy Young race. It's crazy. Uh, Sonny Gray is a stud. Could honestly finish just as well this year. Maybe Sonny Gray's a really good pitcher. We have him for 2 to 3 more years, I think. Um, and Masahiro Tanaka, our other Japanese ace. He had an off year, but really, really came alive and helped a ton in the second half. Very underrated the second half. I think he pitched to like a 3.4 to the second half, but towards the end of the season, it was even better than that. Really came alive. I actually saw a game of his. I actually went, my last Yankee game I went to before I moved to Oklahoma, and he was throwing a perfect game into like the sixth inning, and I was like really freaking excited. I thought I was gonna see a perfect game, but then he blew it. But pitched really well. So what are you gonna do? I think he struck out like 15 plays. Did he strike out 15 in that game? I think that was the game he did. Something like that. He K'd a lot of people that game, if I remember correctly. And then you had Jordan Montgomery, who pitched actually really well this year as a rookie. Lefty, has some all right stuff, decent stuff. Uh, could be a real, spot start guy type of thing going on with him. The Yankees have a lot of depth at pitching. Actually, I think Justice Sheffield, I think he got hurt actually, so I was hoping that he'd probably get the call up this year, but I don't think he will. So the Yankees, they have whatever they need. They need I mean, if I was them, if I can't get Show, I would probably re-sign CC Sabathia. I said that since the season ended. Before the season ended, they need to bring him back. Good clubhouse presence, you know. But that's just my opinion. He could very well go pitch somewhere else who needs a nice little anchor arm in their rotation for a playoff team or whatever. Or he can go pitch with, teach these young guys how to work. Who knows? Oh, my first hit, a double with Jacob DeGrom. I saw him pitch 3 times this year, Jacob DeGrom. I seen him hit a home run. I seen this guy. I seen this guy hit a lot this year, pitch a lot too, and every time he's freaking killed it. I said go to the base and he didn't go. I think one of the reasons I stopped playing this game is because of that. Is because MLB The Show was just really glitchy. The game mechanic isn't really that good. Whatever. But yeah, so I really hope that the Yankees can sign him because they're really just one step away from actually making a fuss in this, you know, race, and their bullpen is lights out. I mean, I heard Chad Green, they're going to try to make him a starter, which I'm not. Honestly, I don't know. Yankees, they ruin people like that, so I'm kind of worried, but not really that worried. Jabba Chamberlain, one of the best relief pitchers in baseball, they try to make him a starter, and yeah, you all know how that happened. Not how it happened, but how that worked out. But other than that, there's really nobody else I'd like the Yankees to bring in. Excuse my yawn. Maybe bring back Todd Frazier. I would like that. I liked him a lot in that clubhouse. He's a East Coast kid. Well, not a kid, I guess, but he was East Coast guy from New Jersey. He didn't grow up a Yankee fan, but you know, he knows enough about the culture and stuff like that in New York and knows how it goes, and he carries himself well. Good clubhouse presence. I wouldn't mind bringing him back to play third, letting Greg Bird play first, and Chase Headley being like a utility type guy. Would not mind that. Or go out on a limb here. It's just hard for me to say that Didi Gregorius is going to get unseated at shortstop after the year that he had. Because, you figure if he didn't miss the first season, he would have a 100 RBI season as a shortstop, as the Yankee shortstop. And that's just my opinion. And I firmly believe that he would. But that being said, Gleyber Torres is still there and he's still looming. I know he got hurt last year, but come on, realistically, he's gonna have to have a spot somewhere. So, but like I said, I would bring Todd Frazier back. He's probably not gonna cost that much. Nobody really needs. I mean, he plays really good defense, and he's actually a pretty good base runner. If I'm being honest, beat it out, beat it out. Let's go. Really good base runner. But that being said, 220, 40 home runs, it's not a hot commodity anymore these days. So, in my opinion, I think you can sign him for the low, bring him back, let him run with the squad. Just my opinion. So I think that's what I would do if I was the Yankees right now. Make sure you can sign, Show, and make sure you can bring him in. Look at maybe other prominent pitchers. If not, bring back CC Sabathia. You need to bring him back because if you don't, you're gonna screw up. You know, you need that anchor. I know Michael Pineda is supposed to come back, but nobody likes Michael Pineda. He hasn't been good in 2, 3 years. CC Sabathia actually has been really freaking good the past 2 years, and it's like amazing. Oh, so close. So that's just my opinion. That's what I would do with the Yankees. Now, from the Marlins, there's a report that the Marlins have told Giancarlo if he doesn't like accept a trade that's been worked out or whatever, they'll clear cap other places or whatever it is. They'll clear space wherever, whatever it was, and he'll be the only star on that team. And that's what he doesn't want. He doesn't want to rot away on that team while they rebuild and stuff. You know, he wants to win a championship, which is very understandable. I'm gonna give up a run here. Ooh, oh, that's probably the game right there. I'm probably not gonna score a run, but they told him that, and that's pretty. I think that was pretty savage. Like, if you don't accept the trade, we're just gonna trade everybody else, basically, make you the only star on the team. I thought that was pretty fucked up, in my opinion. Basically threatening him. Which, I mean, at the end of the day, how much could you really care about that type of stuff when you have a $329 million contract, you know? So, the choice is his. You know, he just won MVP, and they're talking to him like, like he's not good anymore, I guess. Like, hey, if you don't, we're not going to let you leave or whatever it is, you know? It's not like he's like an aging superstar that if they don't get rid of him, they're just tearing everything down type of thing. You know, he's not. He's like 27 right now. He's about to enter the prime of his career. So if I'm him, do what you got to do. I hear the Dodgers are big on him. The Cardinals, the Giants, Boston is a long shot. Thank God. And the Yankees probably have no like a 0% chance. That'd be really cool to see him and Aaron Judge in the same lineup though, but 0% chance probably. But that's okay. If you guys are wondering, Giancarlo is my favorite player by a long, 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 like, like he's my favorite player. Even before he was like actually really good, he's been my favorite player for a while. So cool. Okay, we scratch or run across. I would like that. We're gonna go to the bullpen now because why not? We're gonna go to the bullpen. Call to the bullpen. Brought to you by Old Spice. No, I'm kidding. See what we can do here. We need to scratch and run across. If he goes to a righty, I'm not afraid to double switch and go to Cody Bellinger or whoever else I have in my thing. So if he goes to a righty, I'm not scared to do that. I really need to get a run across. Okay, that helps. That's a run. We're back in it, guys. We're back in it. I didn't even need to do this. I could have let him do a freaking do it by himself. Good eye. But yeah, I can't wait till people start signing everybody and all that good stuff during baseball season. It's like my favorite, like not my favorite time of year, but like a really good time of year for me. Because I just like seeing all these people get signed to other teams and stuff like that. Like, I wonder where Yu Darvish is gonna go. Hey, he could go back to Texas. Go back to Texas and shoe signs with Texas. That'd be pretty crazy, in my opinion. Of course, Felipe Rivero came out of nowhere this year. That was quick. Was that 99? That's not 99, was it? I think so. Oh, Jesus Christ. I didn't know he did that quick. Good play. Giancarlo. And it's like you got Eric Hosmer. Is he going to resign? Is he going to go to Boston? Is he going to go wherever? And then also Mike Moustakas. Where is he going to go? You know, he had a career year. You know, a lot of teams could, not a lot of teams, but a good amount of teams could use him. I mean, the Yankees could. I mean, realistically, lefty, third baseman with some pop, can play some good defense. Wouldn't be too mad. I mean, I'd rather wait to sign anybody next year, but you know, when Manny Machado's a free agent. But hey, what do I know? Who else? And then you got him, Carlos Santana. The Mets are supposedly in on him, but then it's like you got Dominic Smith there. Supposedly, it's supposed to be their future, talked about for years, but you're gonna sign a first baseman essentially because if you sign him, Carlos Santana, you're gonna give him like 15 mil a year at least. You're gonna have to play him. And Dominic Smith, you know, I know he's like 20, 21, 22 or whatever. He's gonna have to play eventually. You're not gonna wait till he's like 26 to play him. And then Carlos Santana, you're not in, you know, you're in the you're in the NL. He's not a DH. I mean, he could be. He's a DH. He's not a. I mean, he can play first base, but you can't move him to DH. You don't have that luxury in an NL club. So it's just like, what are you supposed to do? I need to turn this thing off. Gameplay options. Hitting interface. We're going to do directional. Yeah, much better. So, and then Lorenzo Kane, the Mets are also on, which is not a bad move for them, but it's like, is Lorenzo Kane really that good that he's going to save that team? Because they do need a new outfielder. Oh, good hit. Nice little poke right there with the double. Because you figure that they're going to run out Yoenis and left, Conforto in center or right. So they need an outfielder. I mean, they have Juan Lagares, but realistically, I mean, in my opinion, that experiment has proven itself that he is not reliable enough to count on as an everyday player. You know, he plays really good defense, can hit a little bit, solid player, but realistically, he just can't stay healthy. Every year is something, you know, you can't rely on him. So if you go to Lorenzo Kane, it's like cool, but then again, like, it's like, is he that good? Should you just wait? Should you draft somebody? I don't know. I know drafting, it's like, has nothing to do with anything. Because drafting in Major League Baseball is like trash. You don't see them for like 5 years after they're drafted. You might never see them. If you're drafted in the NFL, most likely first 4 rounds, you're gonna be in the NFL the next year, starting role player or something. So it's interesting to see, but we'll see. You got you Darvish, Jake Arrieta, Lance Lynn. Who else was there? There was another pitcher, and the Orioles were, you know, they not. I don't want to say they're going to sign him, but they were linked to him. Lance Lynn and somebody else. I forget who. But if the Orioles signed like two free agent pitchers, because that's the one thing they've been lacking the last couple of years, they have a good lineup and all that, but their pitching has been atrocious, terrible. They're trained, what the hell was that? So bad. It's like so bad. So you gotta see if they sign him, they could be a contender right there. And then who else? Toronto's linked to JD Martinez, but I don't think JD Martinez is getting 7 years, $30 million a year. If you give him that, you're crazy, in my opinion. I could see him getting like a 4 year, $125 million contract, something like Yoenis Cespedes type money. But the guy's 30, 31, something like that. He's not getting a 7 year contract for one great year. He can hit, but come on, man. He had one outstanding year, and you want $30 million a year. Yeah, word. I mean, good hitter, man. But still, that's a lot of money for one great year. I mean, yeah, 30 home run power from the right side. Great. You don't play defense that well. You strike out a good amount. At least I think he strikes out a good amount. I could be wrong about that. But I know he's slow and doesn't play that good of defense. So, okay. Cade me up. But I am interested to see what happens this offseason. And if the Yankees make any eye popping moves like signing Show, if they do that, I'll be so happy. Get them over that hump against the Astros. I mean, Astros could go ahead and sign like freaking Jake Arrieta or who else? You Darvish. Their rotation isn't that good, so they could go ahead and do it. Their bullpen isn't that great either, and you also got Wade Davis on the thing too, and he had a great year. So I would like to see where he goes. Heard stuff Dodgers could sign him. Wouldn't be surprised. Be a great bullpen. Wade Davis, Kenley Jansen, all that. That'd be a crazy bullpen. I don't even know what to do with that. That'd be crazy. So there's a lot of moves to be made this year, but what we're really waiting for is next year, where you got Bryce Harper, Manny Machado, Clayton Kershaw could opt out. You never know. And there was rumblings about Clayton Kershaw that he might retire after winning a World Series. I mean, realistically, if he retired right now, he'd be a Hall of Fame pitcher. So if he has to win a World Series and retires, you got a Sandy Koufax type of stuff, and that'd be pretty crazy. But I guess you never know because they didn't win the World Series this year, so you have to wait. Maybe next year, maybe never. I guess we'll see. See, my hands go by so quick. I gotta take some pitches or something. I don't know. Gotta win. I'm trying to win. I'm excited for Gary Sanchez too because he hit like 30 something home runs. I think was it 30 something. I thought it was. So it's like 30 something home runs, and he missed a good amount of time this year too. So in my opinion, I think Gary Sanchez is the best offensive catcher in baseball. Could have been the best one of the best defensive catchers. Let me hold my tongue there. Uh, Not oversell him, but last year was great. Last year was great. This year, he was terrible defensively. Did I just beat that out with a pitcher? I did. What the hell was that? Come on. Safe. Got me. Can't steal bases. George Springer. It would be interesting to see if the Nationals sign anybody this year to pair with Bryce Harper, try to get them over the hump of the NLDS. Try to make it to the NLCS at least or something. Because this guy throws hard. Oh my God. Felipe Rivera. Who would have known? 100 miles an hour. You know, they get back Eaton this year. They're going to be a little better. I mean, they really need a bullpen. Wade Davis. That would not be a bad signing, though. Wade Davis. I just thought about that, too. They could go out and get him the Nationals. That'd be pretty scary. I never thought of that. I say the Mets should sign him. If I was the Mets, that's what I would do. They traded what's his face Reed this year for basically nothing. They got back AJ Ramos, which was a good pickup for them, in my opinion. I thought it was. They got Jerry's Familia. It's decent. I think that the Mets should make a splash this year, and I think that they should sign Wade Davis. But a lot of people disagree with me. I mean, I 100% that is going to happen because when would the Wilpons ever spend like $15 million a year on a reliever? They barely do it for position players, let alone pitchers. So we'll see. That team just doesn't look that good anymore. You got Ahmed Ahmed Rosario starting shortstop, which is that's good. Yoenis Conforto, good core right there. Pitchers are always going to be pretty good. Bullpen can use some work. You could use a third baseman, second baseman, first baseman, a catcher. They should go out and sign Jonathan Lucroy. Holy shit, they need a catcher really bad. They need a catcher terribly bad. Travis d'Arnaud is absolute garbage. Would be a good backup catcher though, but starting catcher, get the hell out of here. Travis d'Arnaud, terrible. I've been saying get rid of him for the past 3 years. I have a friend that's like, a couple of years ago when he was healthy, he was like the best catcher in baseball. Like, yeah, word, shut up, man. You're just acting really irrelevant right now. When has Travis d'Arnaud ever been the best catcher in baseball? Like, offensively, he was pretty good. Like okay, he's been trash, and I always make fun of him for saying that. But it's just like, who else is there really? I mean, if the Mets can, keep saying Jets like it's talking about football. If the Mets can go out and get Jonathan Lucroy on a like 1 year, 2 year deal, a 1 year prove it deal, 2 year like you're not that good deal, because he didn't have a good season last year. But we all know what Jonathan McCoy is capable of. But still, you pay for what happened. We don't. We used to be this good. We're not the Yankees when you sign freaking Jacoby Ellsbury over Robinson Cano, which actually have a trade that I actually read about that actually I would not mind one bit. Um, but before that, with the Mets or whatever, whoever, I forget what I was talking about. I'm talking about Jonathan McCoy signing to the Mets. Nobody's gonna pay. Well, hopefully, nobody's gonna pay you for what you did a couple years ago as a catcher, especially. Maybe if you're an injury riddled year, I can understand, but other than that, nah. But I think the Yankees, which right now I guess it doesn't make too much sense because they already have their bullpen pieces, but their rotation, they kind of only really have one spot open, I guess. But I think a trade that would benefit both teams would be Jacoby Ellsbury to Jacoby Ellsbury to the Tigers for Jordan Zimmerman. They both have 3 to 4 years left on their contract and the same amount of money owed, and I think they could both benefit the other team more than the team they're actually on already. Just my opinion, though. Yeah, this is so bad. It's the top of the 10th. Freaking guy Felipe Rivera was pitching a no hitter right now. But yeah, that's what I really think about the offseason right now. I don't know who else would really go where. You don't really have that much like that. Those options there. So to me, I don't know. What else? I mean, I can look up some free agents, I guess. I just don't know who. Curtis Granderson, a free agent. That'd be a nice pickup for a team. Oh, come on, I'm gonna regret that. That's looking for like a young team, like the Phillies or something like that. Let Curtis Granderson be like a clubhouse presence or whatever. That'd be pretty good pickup. Because people are really underrated. When you talk about clubhouse presence, and that's just my opinion. Yeah, I have to try to get out. He's not letting me pause the game, bro. I'm gonna regret that too. Alex Cobb is pretty decent. He's a little older now. I thought he would be a little younger. He's 30, I think. Yeah. Oh, come on, get out. No, that's a pop up. Zach Cozart wouldn't be too bad. I don't know. I think he probably re-signed with the Reds, but he's gonna catch a hefty price. I think. Logan Morrison, Jay Bruce. I forgot about them too. Could use a DH. Could sign one of them. Freaking Boston was looking at Logan Morrison. Wouldn't be too bad. He played in the AL East. Greg Holland, Addison Reed, Yonder Alonso. It's kind of like a meh because Yonder Alonso was like really good the first 2 months of the season and really, really bad the last 4 months of the season. And he was like all star. Everybody's like, oh yeah, he's so good. Mm-mm. People wanted the Yankees to trade for this guy. He was a bum. Neil Walker, really good guy, good clubhouse presence. Eduardo Nunez, but he tore his ACL, I think, so I don't think he'll be playing that much. He was really good last couple of years. He's what the Yankees wanted him to be when they had him. Up to the bullpen. Greg Holland's probably going to get a good contract somewhere. Good. Damn, I don't even know. Is that Billy Hamilton? Michael Pineda is actually a free agent, so I shouldn't even talk about him like that, right? He's a free agent. Heard Mariners could be going after Show. Wouldn't be surprised. They had Hiwashi Iwakuma. He was really good for them. He's Japanese. Damn, I'm not paying attention. He's gonna try to bunt or something. Strike out. Hmm. Okay. One pitch. Let me get out of this. Not even worth it. Oh, what am I doing? Don't. Mm-hmm. I pressed triangle. I don't know why I pressed. I thought I pressed X or whatever. Damn it. That's okay. Whatever. Good game by my opponent. We went to what? 12th inning? 11th inning. But that's pretty much it, guys. Probably gonna upload this as is, like a little podcast type of thing, like a MLB podcast, I guess. I don't know. I'll think about it. I'm probably not gonna edit this out. It's probably gonna be just like this, like I said, like a podcast type thing about baseball. So other than that, this is me, Harley, guys, signing out. I hope you guys have a good one.